apologies a moment ago. It didn't look like we were, for whatever reason. I don't know. But anyway, we're back again. LE Radio, Coffee, Cocktails, and Conversations. Co-host Brittany Lady Poetry in the house as always. Special guest tonight, Cuzzo over there, Big Mama Woo Woo, and in the studio with me is Kelly Eve. And I'm gonna turn it over to Brittany right quick right now.
Yep. So we have to get back to Big Mama Woo Woo because she was just giving you guys on the tea on how to follow her and to find her content because we gotta support everybody. So if you could, Big Mama Woo Woo, give us another introduction and let the people know where they can find you.
Okay, yeah. I'm Big Mama Woo Woo. My blog page is I'm Big Mama Woo Woo on Facebook. Um, TikTok, Evangela Gullins. I be more on TikTok and my Big Mama Woo Woo page. And then my regular Facebook page is Evangela Gullins. Evangela Gullins or Evangela Williams Gullins? I can't remember. But anyway, you can definitely find me once you pull up Evangela Gullins. You'll find me on my Big Mama Woo Woo page. Trying to get that page up and running. Got quite a few followers so far, but
Okay,
I want to get to that 10K
of course.
ASAP. But yeah, so yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Big Mama Woo Woo. So yeah,
Excellent. I'm definitely about to, once we get done with here, I'm gonna go on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and follow you so we can see some of that
appreciate it.
content. So tonight, what we're talking about again is toxic women and broken men and how they seem to like gravitate to each other. You know how they say like opposites attract or balance attracts. Universe is always looking for that homeostasis or that balance within the chaos. So a lot, as people know, has been going around talking about just men specifically lately have been the topic of men and all of their toxic stuff that they got going on and just hyper masculinity, these podcasters, alpha male stuff. But then you have the other side of these really broken men as well, which some would say are pretty much these alpha males. They're basically just broken men that are really good at hiding it. And then you also have very toxic women because we don't talk a lot about toxic femininity because a lot of people believe that that's not a thing. The toxic femininity doesn't actually exist. However, I am not of that mindset. I believe that everybody should be taken accountable and held accountable for their actions. So tonight we're going to talk about those things. Yes, we are going to get into the slap heard around the world. And what's so funny is because so many people have so much to say about that slap, and less than I would say half of y'all actually saw it because nobody actually watches that show. But anyway, I
Yeah,
digress.
they needed. They definitely needed ratings because I wasn't even watching the Oscars, but we all know I am a diehard Will Smith fan.
Me too.
Yes, you are.
So I was just happened to be sitting there scrolling on Facebook. First thing I see, Will Smith smash Chris Rock. I'm like, oh my God. So within like 2 seconds, I posted it on my wall and I had like 20 inboxes with the video of him smacking him. But y'all know I stand with Will.
You stand with Will?
I
Okay.
That's a
stand with
really
You
good
should
Will.
have
song.
drive.
He might have been wrong for smacking her,
You should
but
have
I
I
drive.
don't
still
think he was wrong. I think he
I
should have
stand
did it
with
behind
Will.
closed
I
doors,
stand
maybe.
with
But
Will. I stand with Will.
You
So
stand with
go
Will.
ahead. Yeah, I stand with Will.
I think he should
Okay.
have did it
There's a ton of like different schools of thought when it comes to that particular thing. A lot of people are, praising Will Smith, saying that finally this is what you witnessed was a black man actually standing up for his black woman. A lot of people are of that thought, and saying that Chris Rock had it coming basically because he was talking about Jada. Other people are
his
like, well, no, that's
content.
definitely like assault. Like, you can't actually hit people just because you want to. And the fact that it's Will Smith and he was able to do that and then go back and sit down and nothing happened. No security came out of nowhere. Like, nothing happened. He got his award like maybe like 5 or 10 minutes later, was able to do his speech and then go back and sit down and finish out the night. So a lot of people were like, how was he able to do that? And then some people were like, Chris Rock, I applaud him. He was professional with it, because it could have went a whole nother way. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what would have happened if Chris Rock did respond in a different way. Like,
I know what would have happened.
what?
Will would have commenced to whooping that ass.
You think so?
Y'all forgot he
No,
played
he's from
Ali.
Brooklyn,
He
ain't
had
he?
took
Like,
Oh, he did.
karate. Yeah, he played Ali. He had took karate when his son did
Oh yeah,
Kung
Karate
Fu
Kid.
and Karate Kid and all of that. Like, don't fuck with my boy. Everybody be like, oh,
all right.
Will is sensitive. Oh, he's gay. He's this. He's that. Oh, Jada did this and Jada did that. So yeah, we're gonna get into it in a minute. But nah, he would have whooped his ass.
You think so?
All my
You
money
see
was on
Will
Will. All
all
my
the
money.
way. You
I
see
don't
Will.
agree with him smacking him, but hey, people. My thing is everybody running around acting like they ain't never smacked nobody or been
Well,
Oh,
let
I
me
smacked.
smacked
ask
I
you.
smacked a few in my day.
Oh, see,
And I
look,
smacked
Big Mama
some.
Wu done smacked a couple. Like,
Right, I ain't been smacked and I smacked a couple.
I'm
Well,
like,
my
Oh,
cousin
you did
had me smacking a
something.
couple in my day.
oh
Oh
It
Lord.
yeah,
wasn't my battle. It was hers.
okay. That don't count because we was little. You
uh,
can't
you know,
count being in grade
oh,
school
so Big Mama
smacking
Wu
people.
putting out family business. Okay.
We can't count being 12, 13 smacking people. We talking about
Oh,
grown people smacking people,
okay.
not little kids smacking people, but grown people smacking people, because I
I
definitely
know.
smacked a couple of women because they toxic.
You
Well,
Me
should have
too.
met him backstage. You should never did on the stage.
he shouldn't have been backstage.
You think you should have met him backstage? Yeah, some
hmm
people are
Gave
saying
him
he
that
should
look,
have chose
like,
a
and then
different
met him
time.
backstage.
Yeah,
I feel like he shouldn't have done it because just because we already, us as a human race
Hmm.
already is labeled, and to do it at the Oscars where we barely could get to the Oscars, and you go on the Oscars and slap him. I mean, I would have whooped his ass backstage behind the curtain, period.
hmm
I just waited.
For
I
real.
don't care how Jada look. Jada look, calm down, baby. It's gonna be okay. We got this. You know what I'm saying? But she had to prove something to his wife. Cause at first she smiled. I mean, he was smiling, and then he looked over there and seen Jada wasn't smiling, and he was like, "Okay, now I got to go up here and slap the shit out this man." Period.
For that.
And
Okay, well,
that's what he
he's just
did.
taking up for his spouse. So let me ask you, Big Mama Wu, have you been in a position where you had to like, slap somebody up for your significant other?
Of course, I have slap,
Okay.
beat, drag, all that. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, I wasn't at the Oscars either, though. We was outside.
All right.
I wasn't at the Oscars when I did it.
Hmm.
I mean, I didn't. Yeah, I have. When I was married, um, a female that my husband had cheated on me with happened to be in the club.
Oh.
And I told her when I seen her at the courthouse one day, I said, if I ever catch you, because
Mm.
she was talking cash shit at the club, at the courthouse. And I ain't going to go to jail at the courthouse. I ain't that
Of course.
stupid.
Of course. Of
But
course.
I told her if I ever catch you, and it took me like 3 or 4 months, and we happened to be in the bar. I don't drink.
Mm.
But when I seen her walking out, I said, go give me a cooler. I drunk that watermelon cooler like it was Kool-Aid. And like I said, I don't drink, so that was enough for me. So you know how you get that juice and you to get more energy to just you don't care what happened next. That's how I
Right.
was. So
Mm.
yeah, I did. I did. Head was hitting the bar like crazy.
Man.
But again, I wasn't at the Oscars. I was in the bar.
Right.
And then it just took it outside and then it just went on from there. But yeah, I definitely have more than once.
More than once.
But yeah. I've always been a fighter. I'm just gonna be real. I always been a fighter. But I never was the one to start stuff.
Mm.
I let it come to me.
I
And
feel
by
that.
me being back when I was a kid, I was a little louder. But as I got older, I'm more quieter. So you know how they think the quiet ones is the
Mm-hmm.
hmm They
and
underestimate.
that's how I used to think of me until it was time for action.
Right.
I hate arguing. I don't like arguing. If we're gonna fight, let's do this and get this over with and move on. I don't
Right.
like arguing. But yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah,
I'm definitely of the mindset, your consequences should be just as loud as your disrespect. So I get it.
exactly,
I
exactly.
absolutely get that. And Don, as a married woman, like, I mean, I've seen you in action a little bit, but uh, with you and your wife, if somebody was to disrespect her, would you respond the same way?
Brittany, you already know. You
I,
was
I
already
do.
there front and center. You
I want to
already
hear this
know.
story. This sounds too interesting.
Yeah, you are she are Brittany already know. I
Not
didn't
once but
care.
twice. I just seen it, so
Yeah,
I
she
already
she
know.
insane. She already know. You know you stay around long enough,
Story
Kelly.
time.
You will see, but they already know. I will snap the F off. Yes, I will.
Story time.
Nah.
Story time.
That's for behind the scenes. But yes, I yeah, I will snap off. I'll say something. Most definitely. I'm gonna say something. But I'm gonna change it up a little bit for y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that smack wasn't for Jada though. That smack wasn't about him
Mm,
protecting Jada though.
okay.
Who's it
That
though?
smack
From personal.
was personal. That
Yeah.
smack was about his property. Because if and nobody has yet to say that he didn't address her as an individual with a condition. He didn't say Jada. He didn't say keep Jada name out your mouth. He said my wife.
Mm-hmm.
My is ownership. So Chris attacked something that belonged to Will, even
Mm-hmm.
though he had been going after both of them since 2016, since the first Oscar, he had been going. But for Will, it got personal because you could tell it was personal because he said my, and he said it twice. He
Mm-hmm.
said my. He didn't say, man, keep Jada mouth name out your motherfucking mouth. She got alopecia, pecia, whatever the hell causing
Alopecia.
her fucking hair to fall out. He didn't address that in the moment. He said my, and he said it twice. He said it very strongly, as in my property. Like you stole some of my property, you did this to my property. But it was personal. That smack was for Will. That smack was for Chris testing his manhood, like your ass sitting right here, and I'm gonna talk shit about her while you sitting here. And then Will thought about that shit when Jay he laughed for a minute, but I don't think cause see I laughed right before I snapped.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was saying he was laughing at first, and then
Right.
he stopped. But for a person who had been in that situation, no, he wasn't laughing at the joke. He was laughing like, yo, this motherfucker got me fucked up. So he was more so laughing because he was trying to contain himself.
Right.
So he laughed, but then Jada, she nudged it a little bit with that rolling of the eyes and her body gestures and everything. So he was like, man, fuck this shit. This nigga tested me one too many goddamn times. Walked up there and smacked the shit out of him. And that was it. So, but again, that smack was personal. And the laugh wasn't a laugh at the joke. It was a laugh at this nigga got me fucked up, like, cause I did it. I'll be laughing, then 2 seconds later, my ass is snapping the fuck off. So like switched up on you, like, so yeah, he wasn't laughing at the joke. He was laughing to contain himself. That's how I took it. He was laughing to hold it in.
Okay.
And then he smacked him, like, cause I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I laughed a couple of times. I laughed a couple of times right before I
Wait.
smacked somebody.
People keep talking about the other jokes. It's
Do you
not
think he
about.
was able to actually do that because he's Will Smith? Because like normally when you're talking and you're joking and somebody like starts walking up on you, your initial response is to kind of like step back and defend yourself. But Chris Rock didn't do that. Do you think that was because it was Will Smith and that because of who the image that Will Smith is, that Chris Rock wasn't threatened?
Mm, let me think about that for a second, because I know Kelly, you had something to say.
Yeah, I feel like people keep saying, "Oh, there was other jokes made, and he didn't get mad." Those other jokes was not about a medical condition that his wife has,
Okay. They talking
like
about
a
the joke
serious medical
Regina
condition.
King made about calling the husbands to the back.
In the hall, yeah.
Like that don't matter. They got an open marriage. Everybody know they got an open marriage. They don't care. You can make a joke
But
about that.
that
But a
joke,
medical condition, you don't do that.
Yeah, but
But
that
we're
joke was
also
about
assuming that
Jada.
Chris Rock actually knew, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know that that's why she had cut her hair. I also don't necessarily pay attention to them either, so that might be why I didn't know. But I mean, I understand him being upset, but I guess
But he
that's
been
a big
making jokes
assumption on his
since
part, though. I think,
2016. He been making jokes like that about his wife.
yeah, no, that is true. He definitely did make that joke back in 2016, talking about how, about her boycotting the Oscars, and basically him
Or
saying that how are you going to boycott something that you weren't invited to? So I can
Hmm.
definitely understand that. I can I can absolutely understand that. But I mean, have we gotten this sensitive in society where, I mean, he's a comedian, that's what they do. So have we gotten to the point where now everything is off limits?
I feel like a medical condition is off limits.
Well, I don't know, because y'all know about that comedian that always making fun of his little brother. I can't think of his name right now, but the one that always making fun. He said his brother came with the little hand and he was hitting like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't think of his name right now. He talks about his little brother all the time. I
But
cannot
his
think of
little
that.
brother got a medical condition.
Yes, he's challenged. He got this little hand. Like,
He's physically
No comment.
disabled. Let's say that. That's the best way to put that. He does have a physical disability.
yeah, he always joke about it. He, be and but I guess that's because that's his little brother. Maybe they got an agreement. Shit, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I would
Okay.
do that.
I don't know. It is definitely a tight line to kind of walk on, because on the one hand you don't want to be like, oh well, now nothing can be joked about, and then at the other hand, I can understand wanting to stand up for somebody that you love. But that is an interesting take on the possession piece. I didn't really think about that. He did say my wife, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can see how the argument can be made. He wasn't necessarily defending Jada. He was just stopping somebody from doing something of his, like doing
Mm,
something he possessed.
yes.
Um I can see that. And but then also he really couldn't say anything about the other jokes that were made earlier, because that was made by a woman. So I guess he would be like, he's not gonna walk up and smack Regina. Like, come on now.
Oh, he
Like,
but not. No, I don't think he gonna walk up.
he can't
No,
do that.
nah,
So
he ain't
And
gonna
that would
walk
be
up.
Jada position, but she ain't gonna do that.
Nah, nah. Jada was
He can't
good with
smack a
that
girl.
first joke Regina King made because it put her in a position of power.
Mm-hmm. That's why she was mad. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's why she wasn't mad.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh, shout out to Ho is Life. She says, hey. So hey girl. um but yeah, so to kind of pull it back to the topic of toxic women and broken men, I did hear a lot of people discussing, talking about how men, like, men are like well, not men, Will is to be pitied at this point, because he's going through a lot for years. Since the whole entanglements thing, he's been dealing with this onslaught of like people making fun of him and poking fun of him and doing all this because of that, and that maybe this was just him finally lashing out about it. So they're getting into how he's broken, like he's just he's got nothing left, and what Chris Rock said was the last straw. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I agree.
um,
I feel like it could have been a last straw, maybe.
I don't know. But I just toxic women. Like I'm finna point out some stuff because I know everybody been talking about Will Smith and Jada Pickett, and we could go on and on and on for like hours and hours and days about that.
Mhm.
But like I said, I'm a Will Smith fan, so people can say whatever the hell they want to say about him. He smacked the shit out of him. I ain't mad at him. I'm a fan, and I'm gonna remain a fan, and that's it.
Okay.
That
As long as
is
it's
it.
okay.
I want to show y'all. I was trying to bring up a quick video I want to share with y'all though about I'm gonna share this video, but before I go in there, just toxic people in general. We're 7 signs of toxic people, whether it be women or men. But How about have either one of you ever dated someone or been with someone where they left you feeling emotionally exhausted after that encounter with them? Like you was just drained beyond drained. You was like, oh my God, this person is just emotionally exhausting to you. Like they would just walk in the room and it just like an emotional draining vampire.
Yeah,
Have any one of you ever experienced that?
I just hate when
absolutely.
I hate when a girl get a good man and mess him up.
What do you mean by get a good man? Can you elaborate on
I
get a good man and mess him up?
I feel like when the girls cheat on the good man.
When they cheat on them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that
I
really
hate
mess them
that.
up, do it?
Yeah, oh, they get hurt forever. The girl in middle school still got this nigga messed up.
You're right, though. You are definitely right.
Shoot, he's still thinking about how she cheated on him.
Yeah, from middle school.
Yeah, men
Ooh,
love
these are
differently.
facts.
Men definitely love differently.
I had a
Middle
toxic
school though.
marriage.
Yes,
You had a
Because you
toxic.
know
this is
that.
a fact too.
I don't think dude was
No
toxic.
jokes.
You think he go on speak big mama woo woo over there while you over there eating?
I said, you know, I had a toxic marriage. So my marriage was toxic. After the first 5 years, I had the most toxic marriage in the world. I would never be with another cancer in my life. Like,
Oh, hold on. I'm a
I
cancer.
don't like
that's
cancers
okay.
either. Some cancers.
I know
I'm a
you're a
cancer.
cancer. I would. I
So
know
and
you're a
you're a
cancer.
Pisces, and the Pisces almost had me on the first 48. Now what?
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. Like my
That
first and
Pisces
last
almost
Pisces
had me. I
almost had
promise
me.
y'all. That
Definitely had
Pisces about
Atlanta
had me.
PD
I
down.
was about to
Pisces
be
and
on your
cancers
first
do
fucking
not mix.
48.
Cancers and Pisces do not mix. And I'm not even
But you
gonna
was
say
with
all
that cancer for
cancers.
like 12 years though. When you with that
Huh?
cancer 12 when you with that cancer like 12 years?
15.
15. It took you 15 years, cuz, to realize the
You
Pisces
know,
and the cancer
when you're
don't
in a
mix.
toxic relationship, that's where the draining part comes in. At. That's where the you just feel less than everything come in at. It was
Mhm.
like you want your marriage to work and you try to do everything to make it work because you don't want to be a failed marriage. But
Mhm.
baby, I tell any woman, any man, any child, whatever, if the marriage is not working, don't stay. Don't stay. Because it only gets
Okay.
worse. I'm talking
Mm.
about from mental abuse to physical abuse to all type of shit. Like I it made me who I am today. The guy that I'm with now, I've been with for 9 years. And I tell you, every day he teaches me something new about how a man's supposed to treat a woman.
Mm.
Literally. I mean, even though I was married, don't get me wrong, my husband was a good a father to my kids. He was. But he was a terrible husband.
Mm.
Don't let that go over y'all head. He was a terrible husband, but he was a good man a provider. Beat your ass and then want to take you shopping type shit. Like what?
Mm.
You know, I went
Mm.
through all that, so I tell anybody, and I haven't been in a relationship like that since him. Now, if I see somebody even look like they won't say or look like him, I'm running. I'm running, or I'm gonna beat your ass, and you might not even be able to do that. But I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying. We gonna either fight if you get that vein in your forehead like he used to do. I'm be ready to fight you. Like no, he was a devil. I was sleeping with the enemy. Now
Mm.
guess what? That's my bro. To this day, that's bro. I'm like, hey, bro. My mom be like, what? We cool, but we wasn't cool when we was married. He
Mm.
just called me tonight. Like we cool now. Like that's my homie, and he still want to get the family back, the grandkids back. Hell no, I read that book. I'm not gonna open up. No, let that shit stay closed.
Okay.
Let that shit stay closed, baby. One thing I'm not gonna do is backtrack, especially after so many years of fucked up torment. No.
15.
Mm.
Yes. Exactly. And you think I wouldn't waste another day with that type of shit. Like, no. And the man I got now, I don't even think I could it's another one out here like him.
Mm.
Seriously, I don't. Like, I don't have to ask my man for nothing. I can just say, man, I want, for instance, I want some gas in my car. When I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna have that plus more. Like, just little shit. Like, I don't
Right.
have to ask him, I don't have to do nothing. Like nothing, literally. So I told my mom the other day, I'm like, if I ever break up with Wayne, I said, If I can't find another man like him, I don't want him.
Right.
Period. I mean, he teaches me shit. Like he's 10 years older than me. Been with him for 9 years. But
Mhm.
he teach you how a man's supposed to treat a woman. He'll tell you himself, like, if a man do this, he ain't for you. Or if a man, whatever, that ain't the man for you. But if the man could do this or that, and y'all happy, he for you. He that type of man with me.
Mhm.
Like, and it ain't even about me and his relationship. It's just about life, period. He be like, now, baby, that's like your one-on-one type shit. That's how he is, and I love it. I love it. But now I ain't found one out here like it's only one. I don't know. Ain't no more. They all gone. Mhm.
They all gone. Oh no. Well,
Yeah.
that's
Ellie,
that's
what you
beautiful.
got? Oh, you back there eating pizza.
Yeah, that's beautiful to like that
Yeah.
after dealing with 15 years
Yeah.
of torment.
Yeah.
That's and
My
I firmly
daughter
believe
was
some people
my
are good as friends. They're not good as relationships.
Mm-hmm. I
So
agree.
exactly. Now
Yeah, I
I
agree
get
because
this
I
man to
have.
take me out to eat if I want to go eat. He
Mhm.
be asking me to take me out to eat, give me a few dollars here and there, or whatever. And he got a whole girlfriend.
mhm,
So
And
you.
I was so in the beginning, and I'm gonna tell you how a toxic woman is.
mhm,
In the beginning, when we first divorced, he didn't want the divorce. He didn't even stay in the courtroom to get his papers. I waited for mine because I wanted to make sure it said divorce. So I don't want no bullshit. So I waited for mine. He ran out the courtroom and told the judge to mail it to him. He was crying and everything. But I'm gonna tell you how a man can really mess up a woman.
mhm.
Cause I used to be thinking, even after I got divorced, I wouldn't celebrate it. I swear to God, everybody's like, "Oh, I'm sorry about your divorce." I'm like, "I'm glad somebody is," because I'm not. I
What?
wouldn't celebrate it, but I was looking around the corner because he was that type of man that would have. If I go somewhere, he'll hide behind poles and shit. So I was still thinking, I'm divorced now. I'm free. I'm fresh out the penitentiary now, but I'm still looking around to see if he had behind poles and shit. So then, but you carry that shit on to your next relationship sometimes, which is not good because it was like I was so angry and mad. I was a mad black woman. When I got divorced, I was a mad black woman. Like I did all type of shit. Like I got his car took because he
Oh.
owed the loan on. I told the people where he was at. I'm so serious. I was like, y'all better hurry up and go get it because he finna go to Chicago type shit. I'm not lying. I did all that. I tortured this woman. I told her, I said, every time you see me in the same room, because I went to every family function, because they still invite me to this day. We divorced, not the family. So I told them, I told her, I said, every time you see me, you better worry about me, because that's who he cheated on me with. So I said, every time you see me around your man, you better look at me. And I told her, like, you better watch me. You better watch him. I used to do shit. This how pissed off I was. I didn't want my husband back. I didn't want him back, but I started fucking around with him just so she can catch me.
Mm.
Seriously. And the dumb broad never caught me, and I just got mad. So I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to fuck with you no more. Like, for real. I'm at his house. She live in this building. He live in the next building. This is a true story, y'all. I cannot make this shit up. She live in one building. He live in the next building. So he asked me to spend the night over there because he went all the way over me. So he was still wanting to fuck with me. But I had other reasons to fuck with him. He was fucking with me because he just wanted to be with me. I was fucking with him because I just wanted to get caught. So she came over there. She put the kids on the school bus. Her kids on the school bus. She come over to his door at 7:00 in the morning. I'm in the room, in the bed. He pulled the door up. Went and answered the door. And he would have never did this to me, though. He
Mhm.
would not let her in. He would let her in. I'm in the room, laying down in the bed. So I heard her voice. I started coughing and shit. Well, I started coughing. I was like, but I was trying to make it seem like I was, really had the cough, but on the low. And I'm like, I know this bitch here. It's quiet. She got to hear me cough. He got her away from the door anyway. Long story short, she ended up leaving. She never got in the house. So that pissed me off. Then another time, a family function, a family had something going on. So, I'm going, baby, let me tell you something. I'm going to look good as hell. I'm walk up in there loud than a motherfucker. Let everybody know I'm there, including her.
Mhm.
He'll walk past, I touch him on his ass, all type of shit. Like I used to try to torture her seriously. And it's not because I wanted her. It was the games I was playing because I was pissed. I was mad. I was hurt. I was crushed. Like, man, you fucked all this up for this. She had a man at the time when they was cheating with each other.
Oh,
So I
wow.
felt like I needed to get this bitch back. So I tortured her for good, what, 3, 4 years straight. Straight. I ain't let up off her not one time. She never said nothing to me not one time. Not one time. She never caught me. So after that, it wasn't fun no more. Cause like this bitch ain't catching me. I'm doing this shit for the hell of it. Like I really don't want to be with you. Like I want her to see how this shit feel. I want to let her know that it's not a future in a married man. It's not. It's not. But when she never called me, it just wasn't fun no more. So I said, you know what? I ain't fucking with him no more. Shit,
Mhm.
just wasting my time. And it was. And I'm serious. That's how mad I was. So I wanted to get her back. And I wanted
Mm.
to get him back too. But he thought it was something totally different. In my mind, I had another plan. You know, for real. I don't want you. We divorced for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't fuck with him no more though. He did call me
I
tonight, but I don't fuck with him no more. I can't.
You
mm-mm.
can't anymore.
I
Well, I'm
can't.
glad
It's not no
you
fun.
kind
It's
of
not.
It
yeah
ain't no fun, I
healed
guess,
past
but
that. Like healed
right, you over that.
the.
But I'm gonna show y'all something right quick. This
Mhm.
is I need to show y'all this video right quick. So check this out. Who is that with them chips?
Oh, sorry.
We can't hear it, Don. Um,
Y'all can't hear it?
no,
It's really low.
Oh,
the sound's not loud enough. Maybe.
maybe do I not have my thing pushed up? Let me see if I don't have that. It's a video. Let me see. Can y'all hear it now?
Nope.
No. Damn, what's going on? Why y'all can't hear it? Um, Dad,
It's
you can
terrible.
hear it
Yeah, I
though.
can hear it.
Oh my god.
Well, you might want to just tell us what it says because she
Okay,
captured.
that is Anna Brown. She's a stud rapper, and she was saying if I dated men, who I date, and this is why, part one. And this is a picture, as y'all can see, of Will Smith. And so she's saying, hey, how do you like your eggs? What do you want for breakfast? Then she had another one that, but y'all can't hear it. It is hilarious. And I thought it was so just this one. And this one is playing Take Me to the King. So, but y'all can't hear it, but yeah, it's yeah, and look, she got her book bag and she going to be off with him. I really I really hate that y'all cannot.
That is so funny.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
I
remember that
really hate
audio.
y'all
He
can't
was
hear it, but
like,
it
"Ooh,
is dang,
there it
it
is.
is
You ain't got to
damn.
worry about me."
No,
Oh, you heard
I
it?
didn't
I
hear
mean,
no
no, I didn't
shit.
hear it, but I know that audio because I think I saw that one. She said, "Ooh,
Oh.
there it is. You ain't got to worry about me."
I
Like,
thought those videos was so fucking hilarious because I was on IG and I just seen a bunch of studs and a bunch of just masculine identified women, just a bunch of just lesbians, period. Just was like, I know what type of man I date, and they all saying I'd take me a Will Smith. Shit, my ass included.
see, y'all just like the thugs. That's what it
uh,
is.
So I was trying to share it, but y'all can't hear it, unfortunately. And I'm not sure why. I'm sad that y'all could not hear that. Oh, I know why y'all probably couldn't hear it. I think y'all probably couldn't hear because I ain't had that speaker on.
Mm.
So I'm gonna try this again. Let me try one more time. And if y'all don't if y'all can't hear it, oops, I did not mean to do that. If y'all can't hear it this time, then so let me try this again. Tell me if y'all can hear it now. Can you hear it now?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Those are some really, yeah, okay. But anyway, if y'all get a chance, just check it out on her page. I thought they were
I thought
I
you was
give
gonna
it
um
the
play it out
one.
loud. Maybe they could have
hilarious.
heard it if you played it out loud.
Nah, because everything coming through, they coming through here
Mm.
through the
Yeah. So it.
But
to go
anyway,
back
yeah,
to
I think we had all been in those situations, toxic, dated toxic people, been toxic, I've dated. I was in a toxic relationship. I knew the young lady who was toxic as well. And like she said, I stayed. But I think it took me about 2 years. But at the beginning they wasn't doing all of that. Like that
That's how it
first
started. Start out real
first
sweet.
year. The first year was like fine. We was like fine. It was at that point when we tried to live together.
Oh.
Mm.
It was when we tried to live together, and within that first 3 months I saw all kind of little devils coming out. Yeah, it like took it did it changed the 180. It totally flipped on me. I was just like, oh nah, this not gonna work. This is not gonna work. And
And
then
it did because
after
they got
real
their own
yeah,
stuff going on.
after realizing that, then it took another maybe 6 months. But see, I'm the type of person, once you do certain things to me, I just walk away. I don't give a damn who you is. Family, friends, associates. If job pissing me off, I just go get another one. Like I remove myself because I need my peace. So once I try for a minute, and I have a high tolerance. Cancers, I have a high tolerance, but yeah. But once you push me to that limit, I'm just gone, and it's hard for me to come back. Like Cuz said, she don't go back, I don't go back. It's hard for me to go back. Friendships,
Okay.
relate people I dated, it is hard. Once you do some shit and I say I'm done with you, it is so hard for
And
me
the
to go
first
back.
thing people say is, "Oh, you can hold a grudge for years. You damn right. If that's what you want to
I don't
call
even I don't
it.
even consider it holding a grudge. It's
Exactly. That's what I'm
holding
saying.
my
If that's what
peace.
you want to call it, then hey, it is what it is. Grudge it is.
Yeah,
But
it's not a grudge. When somebody say, "Oh, they holding a grudge," I see a grudge as you're not over that situation.
Mhm.
right.
You're not over it. And so you be like, and every time you see the person,
Oh, okay, I
you
get you.
wanna like
Mm-hmm.
fight them because you still feeling whatever hurt or pain that you had. That's when you're not over it. That's when you're holding a
Oh,
grudge
I
and you
don't hold
haven't
no
made
grudges
peace with
then.
it. But in my case, I see you in the wrong. I speak to you, not speak to you. You can speak to me. I don't feel nothing. It's just like, oh, what?
Right.
It's nothing. So nah, it's nothing. I don't go back either. Nah, I can't do that. But anyway, moving right along, we have some events coming up. We have some events coming up. Houston is next week.
Yes, it is. H-Town, we about to be there, baby.
Yeah, Houston
Excited.
is next week. We'll be going live.
Yes, yes,
We will be
yes.
live out in Houston. Then we have Chicago. I think like the following week or 2 weeks after that.
Too.
You got the details in front of you, Brittany, because I don't.
Yes, let me go ahead and put it up. So yes, so next week, Houston, we will be in your area on the 7th and 8th. So the 7th, we will be at the Montrose Center doing basically sitting down with Ghetto Go Boo herself and kind of doing this kind of like a book signing, but also like a sexual health with the absolutely amazing Ami Brown and Miss Ebony. They're going to basically come in and talk to us about our bodies and sexual health and being one with sensuality. So it's a very good event. And then on the 8th, John, you want to talk about what you guys got going on the 8th for the marriage
The
couple?
8th. Hold on. I'm gonna have to bring it up because I don't have it right here in front of me.
Oh, well, so on the 8th, we'll also be there. And I'm trying to pull up to see the name of the
We could
event.
come back to it. I could pull it up and get the information. You could tell them about Chicago.
So yeah, so if we're gonna fast forward over to Chicago, so basically Chicago, April 23rd, we are going to be doing like an all day thing. April 23rd at the Nest, which is on the Chicago West Side. I'm really super excited because I've never been to Chicago, at least not.
You've been to Chicago with me
Well, when
twice.
we went, no, it just once.
That was just that one time.
Yeah, we drove through. Remember, we was driving the whole time.
Oh
So
yeah, we was driving. We
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 ain't
were
just
driving. We
doing
was driving the whole time, and yeah.
but so yeah, so we're gonna be in Chicago. So On April 23rd, we have three awesome events going. The first thing in the morning, starting at I think 11. Correct me if I'm wrong. We will have a Shy City Cafe pop up cafe shop. So you gotta come in. Don's gonna be mixing it up with the mixologist with the coffee. I know you guys have been watching. You better have been watching them Instagram and them Facebook reels with them drinks being made. Look, I don't like coffee, but some of those drinks she was making looks really good. And I'm definitely going to have at least one or two of them in that morning because I'm going to need all the energy I can get. So we're gonna have a Sky City Cafe popping up with the coffee. Order your coffee; it's so good, definitely. And then after that will be Reign Supreme, the Mastodom the God, which Reign Supreme is my nonprofit organization, and basically we're doing a health and wellness workshop that centers around and caters towards masculine of centered women. So this is going to be a healing space for loving and vibing. We're going to have some phenomenal speakers like Goddess the Warrior Poet. We're going to have Jessica Holter actually is going to be also coming through and spitting some knowledge for us. We're also going to have Tia Marie from My Energy, and then also Benny from Fat Girls Photography going to be coming through. It's a brunch event, so you can come in. We got a bartender who's going to be mixing, breakfast libations. It's going to be a really cute key. The that is also bow ties and blazers, so definitely come sharp. I know Chicago people like to dress, so I'm definitely coming with high expectations because I know y'all always like to dress sharp. And then
Yeah.
that night, we are having an erotic poetry cipher competition. And let me tell you about this. So, Miss Jessica Holter came up with this idea. And of course, I jumped on it because I am, a child, a boy of the 80s, grew up in the 90s. So, like hip hop, music, everything that is all me. And the idea of having erotic poetry cipher simply to like a hip hop cipher to me was super intriguing. But it's a competition, like I said. So we'll have about 10 poets that register online to compete. And you got to bring your people out with you because it is going to be an audience led competition. And at the end of the night, when it takes all $500, boom, boom, bow, that's it. So any and everybody can come to that. It's still going to also be at the Nest that night, starting at 8. And you got to come through. Got to show through. This is going to be such a dope event. Erotic poetry cipher. We're going to have the circle set up so you can come in, spit your shit, do your thing. Like I said, bring your people so that they can scream the loudest for you, and you can walk away with $500. What more?
Okay, and going back to April 8th, um, Friday, April 8th at the White Hall at 1700 Smith Street, Houston, Texas. 7 p.m. we'll be have a welcome to Houston mixer at 9 p.m. We're going to be doing live love confessions with
Hmm.
Ellie Radio with Brittany, Lady Poetry, and I. Or is it me and Jessica? I don't know how she got this lined up because she got Ellie Radio on there, but
Yeah.
it's love confessions at 9 p.m. So if
Hmm.
you have any love confessions, you can email us the love confessions. I believe. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. 10
Yes,
p.m.
email us.
What you say?
Yes, they can email the Love Confessions, or you can actually tune in because it will be streamed. So you can tune in. You can put it in the chat box, and we can read it out. I think it's something so important is to show love, and to show love to the to your significant other. Who better to love on than the person that you're sleeping with?
Right,
So
and then right after that is gonna be a book signing with
yes.
Jessica. A book signing with Jessica.
Yes, a book signing for the book Pussy Willow, which is again an amazing book. So y'all need to come out and get to that. And then afterwards, after the book signing, it's also going to be the meet and greet. There's actually going to be a show as well. So that show is going to start at 10 p.m. So it'll be kind of like similar to our head doctor show with a little twist. We're just getting the dancers and everything signed on, so it's definitely going to be a sexy event. So I mean, everything Punani is sexy, so of course. But that is going to be April 8th out there in Houston. So make sure you get your tickets for that as well.
Okay, something is going on here because I wasn't clicked on the chats. I thought I had worked through all of this, but I had some people that was clicking off because apparently they're saying they can't hear. Um, and it's probably because I'm on my Roku, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying they couldn't hear anything. So I'm gonna go ahead on and just end